It's Week 14 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bills and the Bengals coming up next.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Bradford got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, McNeil, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down. 2nd and 18. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they give this time to the tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Bradford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Bradford to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to maneuver. Still shedding tackles. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. On 1st down, McNeil. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. He'll try again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
3rd and goal, Bradford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one is right through.
So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Off play action. Goldstein. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He stiff arms him. This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On second down now, McNeil, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. That'll make this a 6-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the gun, they're going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw. Goldstein. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Goldstein. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. So we've reached. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
115 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. On third down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 4th down, Goldstein. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A first down throw for Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll throw again. Bradford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to the 26. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
197 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson.
And Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
This is unbelievable.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go to Johnson again. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Goldstein. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Bradford to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bradford. And he's got his big tight end here. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Bradford. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Bradford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward? Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wheeler. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A huge play there in overtime. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this one is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Johnson again. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that. And